Mr. Sato, please stop with the lies. I won't let you cover this up any longer.
Please, calm down. He's only been with the company for 5 days.
This is Noah Mizushiro from the Labor Standards Inspection Office.
Thank you for your time today.
Apparently, my son Toma consulted with the Labor Office about working conditions, and it seems they found a problem with our company. Keiichi as a section chief and Kuze as a department head. Do you have any idea what this could be about?
They found a problem, huh? Oh yeah, I can think of something alright, but it's not about me, Kuze, or President Nakadai here. My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm the section chief of the development department at the game development company Kitayama Kawa Corp.
I don't think you're taking this seriously enough. 50 straight days of work is unthinkable.
Huh? Someone worked 50 days straight?
Yes.
I'm really sorry, but I don't remember having anyone do that. Don't lie, I definitely worked 50 days in a row. That's Toma Nakadai. He's the president's son. Wait, but please, calm down. Keiichi is.
Mr. Sato, please stop with the lies. I won't let you cover this up any longer. I know work is important, but human lives have to come first.
But please, calm down. He's only been working here for 5 days.
Huh? 5 days?
Keiichi wouldn't overwork someone like that. I can vouch for him. Kyuchi. That's Kyuchi, a fantastic junior of mine.
Toma, could you please explain yourself?
I transferred here from another company, and before I started, I used up 45 days of paid leave I had left from my previous job. But on the first day of my leave, this company sent me all sorts of stuff. Development software, past products, and all this other material. By mail and online too. Then I got emails from Kuze and Keiichi here, saying, feel free to ask us about anything you don't understand.
I see. That's not what we heard at the labor office. Mr. Toma, didn't you say you were forced to work for these 50 days?
I was. I know what they were really trying to say. Review everything before your first day, and ask all your questions as soon as you start.
No, that's not what we meant. I just checked the email, and it simply said we were sending the materials ahead of time, just in case he wanted to check them out in advance. There was no pressure at all. Besides, the only reason we sent the materials in the first place was because President Nakadai told us to.
In that case, doesn't that mean Mr. Sato and Mr. Kuze were the ones working 50 days straight? I mean, if you were open to answering the new hires' questions the whole time.
Huh? For real?
Of course we didn't reply on our days off. We only responded during our time while working, so it wasn't a big deal. Toma, I knew you were a special kid. You were really studying up about the job so hard that it felt like you already started working. But thanks to that, you had a head start in front of all the other newbies. You really are the future of this company.
This isn't really something to laugh about.
Huh?
Since we're on the subject, I'd like to get some things off my chest. The way you and Kuze talk to employees and give instructions, you always frame things as requests, when it's obvious we don't have a choice. You're always telling us things aren't mandatory, but to do stuff if we can. It's really confusing and vague. I completely agree. Maybe Kuze's team has no problem with that, but Keiichi's team, and even some people from other departments, find it really confusing.
That's definitely a problem. If that's really the case, it's not hard to imagine why an employee might misunderstand and take on a lot more than they can handle. Also, about Toma thinking the 45 days of self-study was considered work, the president shouldn't just be complimenting him. He should apologize sincerely for the misunderstanding and compensate him somehow before holding a meeting to work out how to prevent something like this happening again.
Let's all not get carried away, okay? You're making it sound like I'm deliberately manipulating people. It's not my fault all our employees are such go-getters, going above and beyond completely of their own free will.
Toma, is this really okay with you?
Yeah, it's cool.
Huh?
I thought those departments heads were trying to boss me around. But if it's just my dad having high expectations of me, then that's a different story. I worked hard because I wanted to, so don't sweat it. Alright, it's time for this company to start pumping out some Game of the Year candidates.
Oh,
Miss Mizushiro, I'm really sorry.
it's okay.
This company is beyond help, to be honest.
It sure seems that way, huh? Okay, starting today, I'm conducting interviews with the employees. And if necessary, I will issue corrective recommendations.
Corrective recommendations? What's that supposed to mean? There's no need for that. You heard the kid, he's fine.
This isn't about Toma's issue anymore. It's about the other employees. If you truly have no issues, then there shouldn't be any problem with conducting interviews, right?
I suppose you have a point there. Well, I'm sure there were some instances where I could have worded things more clearly. So please, go ahead with your little investigation.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And so, a labor inspection took place at Kitayama Kawa Corp. As a result, corrective recommendations for the company were decided.
Noah, about the corrective recommendations for Kitayamakawa Corporation.
Thank you for settling it.
Gathering all of that data and completing the investigation must have been a ton of work. It's wonderful that you have such a strong sense of justice, but if you push yourself too hard, it can set a bad example.
Sorry, the irony isn't lost on me, but I just don't want to make the same mistake again.
I understand how you feel, but still.
After receiving the corrective recommendations, Kitayama Kawa Corp.
Oh, hello? I've seen the system that Days Corp made for us. Thank you for getting it done so quickly, in such a short period. I'll make sure it's finished later. We'll leave the play tests and all the other checks to you then.
Were you on the phone with Days Corp?
Ah, yes. We decided to outsource some stuff. Now, our team can also work in line with that report.
Will Days Corp be okay? You just assigned them quite a lot of work. What about their working hours?
It'll be fine. We obviously checked with their HR before placing the order.
I see. Did they give you the go-ahead for all the work you just assigned them?
Probably. We'll give them the details later.
Mr. Kuze, sir. My computer automatically shuts down when my working hours end. Can I finish up at home?
Well,
that would violate the report we submitted to the Labor Standards Office, so please just carry on tomorrow. Fine. We've already submitted the report, so please don't overdo things. This concerns the entire company.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, Keiichi, the system I asked for, is it done yet? How's your team getting on? Sorry, it'll take about 4 more days. Complaints from users have been rolling in about the next update being late. It's our job to respond to those kinds of concerns. Of course, and we're not late, are we? We're on schedule. Well, yeah, I guess so. Are you okay? It seems like Mr. Kuze's team's attitude is getting worse and worse. It's gonna go back to how it was before at this rate. Their sales and work quality are beating ours. And they're not technically breaking any rules yet, but we're just doing things the right way. Why do we have to be rushed like this? Yeah, you're right. I don't know how much more I can take of this. Yeah, I know. Let's consult with the labor office again. I took the liberty of making this. This is, if we keep doing things the usual way while they're bending all the rules, we'll never beat them. Let's brainstorm. After some time had passed.
Oh, it's already done.
Yep.
Haven't you guys been getting faster recently? It seems like you're working even fewer hours than we are.
Are you outsourcing or something? Of course not. Keiichi identified all the inefficiencies in our processes. We completely overhauled the entire system. We also switched to remote work where possible. We thoroughly managed resources for each project too, while improving our in-house development engines and shared tools. We've been focused on how to achieve the maximum results in the shortest time possible. Sales are steadily increasing, and we've been able to hire more staff. Thanks to that, we can develop games that satisfy users even more. Even though Mr. Kuze's team received extra funds, they're spending it on overly detailed, niche game modes that hardly anyone plays, making the data heavier and heavier. At this rate, everything's gonna crash, including the game. Would you like me to share our systems?
There's no need for that.
President Nakadai.
Shouldn't we be celebrating our differences? As long as we're all following the rules. Kuze, you've been inspired by Keiichi's team, right? Yes. Keiichi's team, on the other hand, might see even better results still if they took a leaf out of Kuze's book. You know, there must be a thing or two they're doing that you think is worth implementing too.
There he goes again with the vague orders. I know he's implying we should do what we're doing and work longer hours too.
Huh? Is that Keiichi?
Oh, Miss Mizushiro, it's been a while.
How's everything going around here since I was last here?
Actually,
I see. That's how they responded to your improvement plan.
yep, they're pretty stubborn.
I see.
I heard things are going pretty well for you. You've become something of a pioneer of work-style reform, right?
Oh, no. I think calling me a pioneer is a bit of an overstatement. I've just been doing my job.
Don't be so modest. I wish I could be as cool as you.
I wasn't always like this, you know. The truth is, a year before I met you, I tagged along with my supervisor to check out a certain company. My boss decided everything was fine and that we weren't needed. I disagreed, but I couldn't do anything about it. So, in the end, the employees all resigned at once, and the company went under. If only I had tried harder. I promised myself I would never let myself feel that kind of regret again.
I had no idea, but I can completely understand your feelings. I feel like I'm on that same path now. If things stay as they are, I know I'll come to regret it. Thank you for sharing something so painful with me.
Not at all. I'm glad if it helped.
After that, I took the appropriate actions.
What is it, Keiichi? Why have you suddenly come into my office?
I don't think this company can go on like this. I'm here because I need you to make a firm commitment, sir.
Excuse me? You want me to make a commitment? I'm busy now. Let's do this another.
Busy? This doesn't happen to have anything to do with the labor inspection today, does it? That's perfect timing.
Perfect timing? You don't mean?
Excuse me, this is Noah Mizushiro from the Labor Standards Office.
Thank you for coming so much earlier.
Not at all. Thank you for all the documents you provided.
Hey, what's with all the commotion?
We conducted a surprise audit of Days Corp. Here are the results. As you can see, their work practices are nothing like what was stated in our report to the Labor Office. It was Mr. Kuze's team that commissioned Days Corp. This clearly falls under Mr. Kuze's responsibility.
That is correct.
I'm really sorry. I never imagined it would come to this.
That's not all either. We examined all the data we could get from their HR department, including the hours their employees all worked. We found that as time went on, a lot of employees, including Toma, were working in ways that deviated from the report.
I see. So basically everyone's bending the rules.
Exactly.
If that's the case, why didn't you just come to me directly?
I did. I reported it to you more times than I can count, sir.
Right. Which is why I warned Kuze.
But nothing changed, did it? If anything, things have only gotten worse. So we have no choice but to question your leadership abilities.
Don't blow this out of proportion now.
We aren't. This is important, and time is of the essence. You're exaggerating. We just have to start improving things from today, and it's not that simple. Please, take a look at this. These are petitions from our clients and a number of companies we've outsourced to. According to these documents, unless Kitayamakawa Corp urgently enforces work-style reform, they'll consider terminating. Contracts due to concerns about our high demands, tight deadlines, and safety risks.
What? Where did those come from?
Wow, Keiichi really did his homework.
In fact, just like with Days Corp, we investigated the labor conditions at all related companies. These days, you can't ignore warning signs just because it's another company's problem. Firms should hold each other accountable and prevent these kinds of things from festering. Naturally, if a labor accident occurred at Kitayamakawa, it would damage the reputation of all the companies involved.
Then it looks like our company needs a fundamental overhaul.
No, my team has already succeeded with reforms. Please have everyone align with our methods first. And if that's not something you're willing to do, these are the resignation letters from all of us employees who support Keiichi. If this company can't do the right thing, it's not somewhere we can see a future in.
There are this many?
Mr. Nakadai, sir. After hearing out Mr. Sato, it's clear that a corrective recommendation alone is not sufficient guidance for Kitayamakawa Corporation. We will issue an instruction notice next. If we still don't see anything change, we'll have to escalate to taking legal action. So, I ask you to think this through and make the right call.
Mr. Nakadai, I understand.
And so, work-style reforms officially began at Kitayamakawa Corp. And then, the same mistakes as before seem to be cropping back up. The deadline delays are getting pretty serious too.
I'm sorry.
We just don't have enough time. I get it now. These guys just aren't capable of working at a normal speed. So they made up for their own incompetence through sheer grit and overtime.
Everyone, I know things are tough, but remember, effort is everything. Don't give up and keep pushing on.
He really never changes. I guess I have no choice. Since some people still wouldn't change, I had no choice but to take action again. Excuse me, a document has arrived from the board of directors.
Huh?
It says that since no improvements have been seen in our president and certain employees, a resolution will be made to hold those responsible accountable.
No way. I've been trying my best.
Have you really, though? I've been sending records of your daily words and actions to the directors. They don't seem very satisfied.
You were the one reporting?
Yes.
I should have listened to you from the start, instead of that son of mine.
After that, the board passed an emergency resolution, and the directors and shareholders approved of replacing the president. With the new president, internal reforms advanced further, and department head Kuze, Toma Nakadai, and some other employees were encouraged to resign. After that, Mr. Kuze, Toma, and Mr. Nakadai took that same go-getter spirit to their new workplace. However, I can't believe such a harsh workplace could exist in this world.
Mr. Nakadai, what are we gonna do now?
I can't remember the last time I heard Dad's voice. The workload far exceeded what the three could handle, and they soon fell ill. With no set date for returning to work, the three now share a hospital room. Word is, they spend most of their time going over their life regrets. Meanwhile, hello, Miss Mizushiro? Thank you for everything the other day. Thanks to you, our office is unrecognizable.
Oh, no. I didn't do anything.
What are you talking about? If you hadn't opened up with me back then, about your past, I wouldn't be the person I am now.
Keiichi.
So if you don't mind, do you think we could get to know each other more?
Yes, by all means.
Enjoyed the video?
And then smash that like button and subscribe.